no, I'm frozen. That wasn't Bonnie. Are you there? I look really dishevelled because I was away for an incredible massage this morning. So this is me catching up on my lifestyle. How is everybody? I can't see anybody in the house yet. Oh, I can. Okay. Right, tonight is a very important live. And it's something that gets overlooked a lot, and it's vitamin B1 and the deficiency of. Now, the problem that we've got with B1, which is why I'm here in front of you live, is to remind you, lifestyle, that B1 is the great mimicker of other things. It could actually mimic fibromyalgia. It could actually mimic MS. So you have to know this stuff. And yeah, knowledge is power and all that. So the thing with B1, whenever you hear about B1, you should automatically think nerves. B1 helps make the myelin sheath that wraps around the nerve. So think of your nervous system as like a sausage, and the myelin sheath is the skin around the sausage. That's the sheath. And when that's broken or it can't be made, then the sausage just would spill out, it would be a mess. And actually, if that's your nerves, they can impinge on each other, they can become dysfunctional, but more than that, they struggle to carry the electrical charge. And so the brain function is inhibited, and you'll run into all sorts of problems if it's nerve damage. Brain, nerves have to be looked after. That comes with it. Vitamin B1 is essential. And if you don't have enough of it, or it's being depleted because you're doing a whole list of these things that I'm about to tell you, then we need to fix that, and we need to fix it now. So you don't know that though, because nobody spends time with you like this. So here we go. First of all, what we'll cover what causes it in the first instance. Now you'll probably know this and your lifestyle, so you've heard this before. So sugar, refined grain, refined carbohydrates. So that's all the breads, the rice, the pasta, anything that spikes blood sugar level. Just remember that. Alcohol, a fatty liver will inhibit B1. The absorption and the impact that, so you might be able to, or you might be eating it, you might be taking it in, but the ability to absorb it. So the fat soluble vitamins, I'll cover that in a minute. Stress, caffeine, tea, so the tannins in tea and in wine will inhibit B1. Antacids, so if you've got acid reflux, all you need to do is come onto this program and follow the meal plan. Your acid reflux will go away. And as a reminder and a footnote, most of the time you're getting acid reflux because your stomach is not acid enough. Remember that. Battery acid, it's got to be between 1 and 3. It's got to be really, really acid in there. But because of the sugar and the refined carbohydrates and the alcohol, it goes the other way. So it becomes alkaline in the stomach. So you can't absorb the fat-soluble vitamins. You have to be able to. The most incredible meal plan in the world, like mine's, would be lost on you if you can't absorb the goodness from it. And you won't be able to absorb the goodness if your stomach is not acid enough. And you're probably getting acid reflux. It's not because you've got too much, it's because you've not got enough. You start taking antacids, the problem goes away for a bit, and then it flares up again. You start eating my meal plans, lo and behold, the acid reflux goes away. And it works like magic. So if you're doing 1, 2, or a combination of all these things, then I would suggest there's lots of you going to have a B1 deficiency. And here's how it might look. The mitochondria, the powerhouse cells, need B1 for fat oxidation, for fat synthesis. So basically, the burning of fat from the mitochondria needs and relies on B1. So if you've not got enough, or you're depleted, or you've got a deficiency, then you're not going to be able to burn fat like you should. Bear that in mind. You might have edema, which is a swelling perhaps of the ankles or the calves, so water retention. That's quite common for a lot of people. Numbness in hands and feet or peripheral neuropathy. Remember, this is a nerve problem. It's a B1 problem, or a deficiency. But whenever you hear B1, you think of nerves, brain and nerves. The cerebellum is the B1 tank, if you like. And if you've not got enough B1, there's a whole list of brain symptoms that I'm going to explain in a minute that you might see in other people. You might actually be feeling in yourself. You might even see it in your kids. A racing heart rate. Now that could be electrolytes as well. So you've not got enough electrolytes, but it could also be a B1 deficiency too. So your heart races, or you feel arrhythmias, or your heart feels like it skips a beat, or it's fast, it's racing. That's an indication. Restless legs. I've heard of that one a lot. When you keep breathing like this, it's like a hunger for air. And it just comes. You don't even really realise you're doing it until somebody says, you taking deep breaths? And you go, no. And you go, oh, actually I did. Like a hunger for air. Nightmares. Sickness. Air sickness, seasickness, car sickness, that sort of thing. The cerebellum. OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. ADHD. You may be thinking now about your kids, or you may be even thinking about yourself. You may be thinking, well, I've got quite a few of these symptoms. B1 deficiency is really, really common. So, because the myelin sheath can't do its job, the cerebellum is massively affected. And that comes with a degeneration of the cerebellum. And that could cause an impact on your motor function. So, even walking, hand-eye coordination, movement. It can also cause mood to drop. So regular fluctuations in mood, attention. So your attention span's really short. I could say that at times. I could swear it's not a B1 deficiency, but attention for me, sometimes I lose concentration with people, and it's usually around numbers. And it's usually around when a point is laboured over and over again, I go, have we nearly finished that yet? That's not B1, that's just in my personality. So what I'm saying to you is there is a difference. Just because your attention span, could wander, it's not always a B1 deficiency. Tourette's is linked to B1. Sciatica, the sciatic nerve. Remember the myelin sheath. If that's not being made, or it's being damaged, then it's going to feel like a sciatic pain, and that's horrendous to have. And it might just be a B1 deficiency. There's a thing called POTS, and it's when you stand up and you get woozy or dizzy. That could be affected. So as I say to you, it's a great mimicker of other things, including MS. Imagine you had a diagnosis of MS because your symptoms were shown as MS, or somebody maybe suggested that to you, but it was really only a B1 deficiency and could be fixed. Chronic fatigue. Just tired all of the time. Unexplainable tiredness. Like you've not been working out, you've not walked up Ben Nevis, you're just really, really tired a lot of the time. Peripheral neuropathy in your hands and feet, so it could be sore feet, sore heels, so the bottom of your foot, tingling, numbness. feeling hot in the extremities. That's also linked to diabetes, remember. So diabetes does cause nerve damage. You'll know that. Type 2 diabetes. And what causes that is elevated blood sugar. Blood sugar levels have to be normalised and stabilised, which is why I put so much time and effort into giving you meal plans. Prescriptive meal plans. People go, so do I have to follow that? Well, if you want to get better and you want to heal, yeah. Oh, right, okay then. So I'm not allowed Coke? No, not sorry. So I'm not allowed Coke Zero then? No, nah. Is it on the meal plan? No. Well, the answer will be no then. Yeah. So, two things that you could look at are, I've took a wee screenshot here. Oh, what's that? Hold on a wee second. Sorry. Does the sound any better? Let me have a wee look. Thanks, Megan. Is that any better? The mic was away from me. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Right, okay. What I'll do is at the end of this, I'll run through it really quickly again, but really, really quickly. What was I saying? Oh, diabetes, yes. So blood sugar has to be normalised and stabilised. That means following the plan. So Shelley, is that, do we need to follow the plan? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely do. Do we then? Yeah. I've just said yeah. All right. Okay then. So no bread then? No. Bread spikes blood sugar level more than white table sugar. Oh, right. Okay then. Right. So no rolls then? No, nah. Just follow the meal plan, will you? So two things that you can take are nutritional yeast. Let me show you a picture. I pulled this off Amazon for you. Okay. Here we go. This computer's extra slow. I need to upgrade it. There we go. Organic nutritional yeast. It's please get the non-fortified version and obviously organic. So that's one on, there's loads of them on Amazon. And also benfotiamine. Please research that. It's a fat-soluble B1, benfotiamine. Two things that you could take. Okay? Is that fine? So really quickly, since the sound was low, causes. Refined carbohydrates, sugar, alcohol, fatty liver, stress, caffeine, tea, the tannins in tea and wine, birth control, antacids, grains, sulfites in the wine and fruit, metformin. So if you're on metformin to push your blood sugar levels down, just stop eating the sugar. Does anybody say that to you? Simple, isn't it? Functional medicine is the way forward. Let's get to the root cause of the problem. Instead of sticking you on metformin, let's just remove the sugar from your diet. Oh, what have we done that? But you wouldn't need medication. Oh dear. Who would feel that in their pockets? Big Pharma. There's a huge message in there. Chlorine, antibiotics, antidepressants, and there's many others, but that's just a few. So, symptoms. Edema, swollen ankles, swollen feet, swollen calves, rather. Numbness in the hands and feet, peripheral neuropathy, the myelin sheath around the nerves, Whenever you see B1 deficiency, think nerves, think brain, think cerebellum, think mood disorders, brain disorders, think ADHD, OCD, think motor problems, walking, hand-eye coordination, instability, ataxia, racing heart, so that electrical connection through the nerves is lost, it's diminished. That could cause a racing heart and palpitations or arrhythmias or that sort of feeling. Restless legs, sickness, so it might be seasickness, it might be car sickness, it might be movement sickness, nightmares, and I'm doing it myself there because I was reading it, that hungry for air thing. It might just be conversational, but you want to soak in a lot of air. Okay. Because the cerebellum doesn't get fed the B1 that it needs, and therefore the myelin sheath can't be made, brain disorders can actually be really prevalent, and you think it's something else. And I was saying to you before, a B1 deficiency mimics a lot of other things. It mimics illness. It's the great mimicker of illness, and it might just be that you need to take a supplement of B1. It could mimic things like fibromyalgia and MS, nerve problems. So it degenerates the cerebellum, which could cause mood disorders. Your mood might be up and down. You just don't feel like yourself. You've lost your mojo. You feel flat. You feel depressed, maybe. Your attention span is, reduced, for want of a better word. Tourette's. You could start to develop Tourette's because of that nervous electrical connections disturbed. Sciatica. Remember, the myelin sheath is damaged, or it's being prevented from being made because you need B1 to make it. OCD, ADHD, POTS, feeling dizzy, unsteady on your feet when you get up from a seated position to a standing position. Affects the autonomic nervous system as well as the other one. MS symptoms, fibromyalgia symptoms, anything nerve damage, basically. Tingling of the hands and the feet, maybe pain in your extremities, feeling hot, nerve pain, nerve damage. And chronic fatigue, feeling tired all of the time for no apparent reason. Okay. Two things I would suggest that you look into are nutritional yeast, which is just here, organic, the non-fortified one. You don't want it fortified with synthetic crap. You want it as real as you can get it. And also benfotiamine. It's a fat-soluble B1 supplement. Is that fine? It's really very important. And I don't know if you've ever heard this stuff before. If you've been on lifestyle and you've been paying attention, you've definitely heard of it. But if you've not, there's a wee message in here. It means pay attention to the content. When I'm here and I'm posting for you and you've got a library of stuff, it's there for you and you could change your life with it. Essentially, you might think you've got fibromyalgia. This might be you. It's maybe a B1 deficiency you've got. That's it. But remember, the stomach has to be acid, which means you have to get rid of the sugar, the refined carbohydrates, the grain, the alcohol. And I'm not saying never drink again in your life. What I'm saying is minimise it. Go out for a night out once a month, fine, whatever. Have a wine at the weekend, whatever. But if it's a regular occurrence, nightly, bi-nightly, it won't work. It will impact your health at some point and you'll feel it. Okay. And this will be a lot of you. You will think, oh my God, this is me. How have I not heard this before? I've been to the doctors about these feelings. How has nobody had this conversation with me? Because your doctors won't know about it. How bonkers is that? Okay. Oh, Kathleen, I did a stomach acid test and it was barely existent. Right, come on. Apple cider vinegar. The acetic, you need to take my supplements. The Activate supplement has got apple cider vinegar in it. Apple cider vinegar in it with the mother. And apple cider vinegar, the acetic acid in it will acidify the stomach. You have to acidify the stomach. There's parts of your body that'll be alkaline. There's parts of your body that'll be acidic, because it's got to be. And different parts of your body need to be acid. Different parts of your body, other parts of your body need to be alkaline. In fact, I'll cover that maybe next week. But I need to get through some cholesterol education this week. But I wanted to bring that to you tonight because it's very, 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 very important. Now, Leo's back at the school tomorrow, so I'll see you again tomorrow at 9:15, back to normal, okay? It's been a wee bit all over the place, but as usual, I'm here for you. You've got me. I'm at your beck and call. Here I am. If you've not listened to Fiona Logan and I's podcast, please do. It's a cracker. She's an inspirational woman. Doing the job, single mum, 2 kids, CEO of a global company. She lives across the water. She's incredible. She's an amazing woman. And it's such an inspirational story. Please listen to it. And when back in Scotland, we'll buy your supplements. Kathleen, we post abroad, sweetheart. Come on. Come on, Kathleen. We've got the most incredible merch woman. Her name's Wendy. She just happens to be my best pal. And she's on it like a car bonnet. In fact, Amazon. Some of you go, this is dead funny, the conversations we have. Some of you go, right, I'm going to go on Shelley's website and get those supplements. Ping, 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 bop, yay. 2 hours later, email comes in from you. Have the supplements been sent? Send. What? Planet are you on? They'll be sent tomorrow. And it's as quick as that. It's next day. In fact, quite a lot of the time it's same day. Not same day delivery, but it's same day. Packaged up, post office, boom, they're with you in a couple of days. Can't ask for any more than that. Brilliant. Service with a smile. Back in 3 weeks. Oh, she's on holiday, that's what it is. Baku takes a month. Oh, dearie me. Big Pharma. I have some big plans. I've got big plans. Listen, my plans are that big that I'm swamped. My body's swamped. My mind is swamped. My days are swamped. I'm in a better position than probably anybody to make an impact on lots of different things. And one of them is how insurance companies, the grey area that is underwriting. So I've been knocked back in the past and presently for cholesterol tests. Well, your cholesterol's too high. I'm going to talk to you about all that this week. And my cholesterol's high because it's amazing. My HDL to triglyceride ratio is lower than anybody's. I'm at lower risk than anybody I see of a heart attack or stroke. I'm heart healthy, baby. But my cholesterol value won't tell you that. The doctors will go, oh, your cholesterol's high, we need to get you on a statin. They have no clue because the data is outdated. The doctor's education's outdated. Big Pharma are driving it. It's scary shit. And you're not getting told this because you weren't working with me until now. Scary. So watch this space, people. We are change makers. I'm a change maker and I'm here to make things better for you lot. That's why I'm here. And I will. So that's that. Have a fantastic night, whatever you're up to. Lots of love to you. See you after.